Hello, and welcome to my channel. If you've not seen me before, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Liz or Lise, and I hope you're having a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to this recording, if you will. And while I do try to keep my videos with less of the curse words, there are some curse words that do occur throughout this playthrough, so please do keep that in mind as you watch. Also, of course, too, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, enjoy! And we are back with a recording, a little bit of a surprise recording, and a little bit of a surprise to me, because we're back with a lemon. Let's jump in, and let's see what we have for today in the ways of, well, island happenings. I mean, there is an event going on. I don't really understand it. It's a little wonky. That is for being our scholastic selves, but we'll see what we can do. Also, we'll go around. I believe that some of the flowers are messed up, but that's okay. We'll still go around all the same. And we are here, and we're just told that they are just all coming soon. And unfortunately, she will hold on to that for a while. And such is life. So we're gonna get max of the goods, which is always funny. But, you know, always grand as well. At least for the time being. And, yeah, I don't really know, Starfall, what's gonna happen, but, we'll see. And of course, we're rocking a new color palette, and we'll be rocking a new one again. Always rocking with new ones. It did rain, but luckily it doesn't throw this entirely off, though it throws off other things, so that's always fun. But that is that when I went to other areas, so we'll see how all this works out. But yeah, I don't really understand this particular event in the sense that I feel like something's missing from it. But maybe that will be unveiled as we continue forth. Who knows? That's what I'm thinking. And, I mean, I don't really know where I'm supposed to find these. Other than they're supposedly around in the resort, right? But there was only one box. Which also is very suspicious when it comes to, well... who the heck put them there? But that's not who we're trying to investigate, and that's not what we're trying to investigate overall. But this is for, again, when it rained. I just am curious on how exactly it all makes sense to begin with. Whoops. Wrong button. Is this one? Still gonna try. And then this. Hopefully so. Now, their countdown for those who are coming basically only means that, well, they're just counting down. I don't have any hope otherwise of anything different with them, but hope works in mysterious ways, and I can only hope that I'll leave it. It'll be easy to find. Okay. That's good. I mean, to some extent. Of course, we don't have to necessarily do this anymore because we already got the quest done too, by the way. But I still like doing it. But it looks like things are okay here. I'm gonna do that too. And then of course we have the ones over here now as well. And farther away. But I'm more intrigued about this. I forgot to actually talk to the knoll. That was pretty random. I just thought of it though. I was like, wait a minute. The knoll wasn't talking. Okay, so these can end up like this. I was wondering. Again, we can't water these, right? So. Very curious, but we'll keep doing that too. And then I'm just gonna let you live. We're a little bit not actually where we need to be for it. Because why would we be? It's lame. It's dumb. It's in the middle. It's not dumb. It's just in the middle. And then do that. Then we'll get back. Yeah, I don't really know what to ask the knoll other than the usual. That is the physio, but I just saw that as we were collecting stuff. Bush friend. Not that I was not really keeping track. That was pretty random. That's where I was going with it. I knew I was like, why would I just talk about the physio like that? But no, that's the reason why. That was pretty random. I'm going everywhere and thinking about so many different things about what to do, how to go about this. Because I don't really have like a schedule of things that I want to do or a list to do's. Even though I'm like in my mind, I just have a lot of chores. Pretty much it. That's literally all I think about. And some of it, I'm just, right, I'm not the hugest fan of having to do some of it. Just because it's like, they're just so far apart. But I feel like I can't be bothered. Why do I feel like I've seen you everywhere? That's funny. But maybe we can just do like a few sometimes or something like that. I'm gonna have to figure it out because like then too, the one that really matters when it's steamed, hello, is that was creepy. Just what to do about flowers in general, because they're not like, I do want to go here but not quite here. Oops, they're not that important exactly right here, right? But for now this is the only spot and this is the one patch that I care about at the moment. It's gonna take still like 2 more days or something like that. But then it's like, what do we do about all the ones in here? Which, hello, they, you know, they're doing their thing. I was debating if I wanted to go them up top or not. They're here. But then for some of it, I don't really know what I want to do, and I don't really know how much I care about some of the quests that they have for him, because I think it's a pretty tall order. But then there are some that are all around here that I'm like, well, those are, you know, special in their own way now, so darn it. That finally, I guess you could say too, spawned. So I mean, I guess if I just were to go to those, right, they're all here. I don't even know if more can actually spawn when it rained. But yeah, it's a tough one. Gotta go over here. And then I have that other area that I was trying to get to do stuff. I don't even know if it's worth it. I don't even know if they can, given the flowers, but... Bye. I was pretty excited when they started forming here, because I'm like, okay, it's possible. Little buddy went up here so smooth, like... I'm out here struggling. What's up with that? Look at him go. That's crazy. I can't get that from here. But I love that this is blocked. There's a remedy for this. Not that I really want him. Especially since that still happens. Like, that's insane. Oh my gosh. It was so fast to knock us down. Forgot Buddy's not gonna be with us now. Put them to work. Just to try something new and different. Since I usually don't do that. But yeah, this area... Nothing's really happening here. I mean, something did, but like... Other than that, nothing really. And then up here, this whole hot mess that I've caused. But... it's fine. I'm just letting it be. I mean, I might change it too, but I'm gonna recall Buddy, and then we are gonna go to the other spot, of course, that we have, that is for flowers. These are probably the most curious ones, and also very, very hard to tell which do what, but that's okay. This place is very dangerous actually for us. I've gotten trolled before. Luckily we have cinnamon roll, so we won't get too trolled, but you never know. That... Huh, they're not sparkling. That's weird, but okay. I was like, wait a minute. I guess... Do I not do what I normally do? I mean, we don't have to, actually. Call her. Yeah, that worked. And then we go. I mean, we could have just gone too, but... Because I already had extra. So not necessary, but I mean, I kind of want to still do it for the hat. Other than that, I don't think I care as much. And this was just mostly to get people moving in. So I also don't know actually if this is going to be a double feature, quadruple feature, if you will, even because of how short this one's gonna be. Can still try. Water this. Okay, and then we'll go there. Even though it's nighttime, I wasn't sure if she was actually still gonna be here, if she was gonna start moving. I forget when she does. I don't think it's truly set. Probably should invest in more at some point. Oh, I didn't even look at who had quests. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. We got also catch a critter, mount hothead. visit Tuxedo Sam's and make a thermal potion. Well, thank goodness we're still here and I totally know how to make a thermal potion. Oh, my bad. No. There we go. My mind was getting confused about where I was, what to do, what to see. Make it the one. We're not gonna get a bonus one. Thank you. Alright. And then... don't really need to. I guess I do want to go... I just didn't know which way to even go here. This critter is so finicky, though. Dude, you gotta be... Anyways. Shut up. I got it this time. Shh. Don't tell me. Let's see if you had Karopi, it'd be fine. No, 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 no. It should just work. Because we're over here. Oh, right. I need to go back up to the... sky. To the stars. We made more of these, so... Let's do it. Oops. There we go. And then... Awesome. And then you. But really, we just want you, but we also want the Stardust still. That's why I keep on doing it. Alright, we're leaving this stuff up in the sky because there's really no point in collecting it because... Might as well let it stack and then we can just collect it. Otherwise, it'd be me asking one of them to do it automatically, which has been hit or miss. It's so weird balance. That's normal. I'd like you to find I guess that because the button is so sensitive. I don't even know what it was. So whatever. Who cares anymore? I don't, but I do. We'll call you, and in turn, we will go ahead and also... No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go ahead and trade here. Well, trade maybe here. I'm missing. I forgot. That's what I meant. I meant to say that also I forgot to open these. But we gotta do this. We got 9. And there we go. Of course he does. Strange. Oh, she's here again, but we don't need it. Scholastic bookshelf. I think I put it... in one room. Like, I'm remembering the one room. And now we have more. It's too bad, though, for the erasers, but it's okay. Got our towels back, unfortunately. The one thing I need from the set that will stay hidden forever. Not entirely forever, but it feels like forever. I'll get that too. And then 3 more. You know, mine to them. Rustic. Let's... I don't think I really like it necessarily, but we'll get those. And then perfect. It worked exactly how I wanted to. And then Wrong button. I just needed to move it over. Let's just do that. Cost feathers, man. And then one, that's fine. Cool. And then we'll go over here for his shop, of course. And then we did it. Heck yeah. Okay, we will get this. And then, because we've already gotten it before, and then we'll get this. And I think technically this was new, but then I think I customized one or something like that, because that's what I remember. So no bonuses today, which is totally fine. And we don't need them. We never do. And instead, I will do the usual, where I go ahead and... No. I was like, wait, how should I do it? Again, it's gonna starfall again. The weather is so fascinating in this game. But more importantly, what's also fascinating is that another one down. So many more to go, but we got the bigger ones out of the way, and that's basically what I wanted to do. So I'm happy about that. We technically did finish the quests that I cared to do. The other one is, of course, just giving Pom Pom Puddin the gifts, but not super interested in doing that. And I'll go ahead and open them, and it'll look like we get a lot, but really it's not. That's about as common as it gets. Might as well give still a cinnamon roll. And darn it, it's the one I needed. The one I was hoping for. Because we don't need it from Lala. But hey, if we ever do get a spare from any of them, it's fine. We know what we do with them. Of course, 36. We still use them. Okay, and then... Darn. And last but not least... Dang! Ugh. One day again we'll get them. One day. But what I was gonna add is that for visitors here, as they keep on flying in, again, just 2 more days until they reach basically here. So again, best if I do log in, because then that way they'll actually get here, and hopefully they'll actually have quests that they want to have done, and thus they'll be more on the roll and goal. Hello there. To move in, but of course, even though this was a shorter visit, I hope this style was nice. I hope it was fashionable, because of course I gotta switch it up again. So I mean, that's just part of the deal, part of the plan, and I think we just gotta toggle one down, if I'm remembering correctly, which is hit or miss. Yes, it is just one down. So 1, 2, ta-da! Very yellow base, I gotta say, so we really don't actually have to change much. We can still rock this, and I'd be okay with that. So let's just do it. So color palette has changed. Outfit is not. But in turn, for the next time that I jump in, very, very briefly, who's gonna ask us, you know, what's what to do, and more importantly, dun dun dun, what it will we possibly have maybe to do for the Scholastic event, if anything, because I feel like things are missing for the Scholastic event. But what time, I guess, and pacing-wise, when they will appear, and of course, more importantly, when it comes to the flowers, which more hybrid ones can we collect in the time that I have in space that we also have in the newer Frosty of area? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Oh, I I almost forgot. This might be a quadruple feature because this one is pretty short. So really for next time, I guess until the next the next video, which is starting right now. All right, and once again, we are back with another recording for Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Let's go ahead and jump in to see what's happening, see what's up. Let the days go on and continue, of course. The other one just ended with a weird ending because I totally forgot that I was gonna do a combination. So this also should be another very quick visit, but it will all be dependent on what else we have to do, which may or may not be intensive depending on who's here. But I don't think it's gonna be that intense because nobody's here yet. Oh, the pain. Oh, I lied. But I did kind of think, you know, but I didn't want to say, I didn't want to be wrong with 3 books. I mean, it'd be okay if I was wrong, but I just meant wrong in the sense of hoping too strong. I did try to pick that up. It didn't let me. Alright, so interesting logging in. The numbers make absolutely 0 sense, but the fizzy ore I did select correctly, so that's great. Let's just call the usual, and I forgot to say that it's gonna be Starfall again, so who's surprised? Nobody is. I just realized these are pencils. But I guess, yeah, let's not call, sorry, let's see. So we have, of course, do that as per usual, but take a picture at Rainbow Reef and then give Top Hat an item and then give him paper, which again never makes any sense to me. Do I have what you need? I do. We'll give you this one. Because you're just here. Not need extra stuff, and it's tragic it's a small one, but oh well. Get that from when it rained. So let me see. I don't actually know if this is good or bad. It's more like sad. Yeah, so none of these are gonna be, if I'm remembering correctly, yeah. So maybe even shorter, but I still want to visit, actually, of course, the ones where it's cold. But I think these are also on their growing pains as well. I'm slowly starting to understand how these kind of operate, but it still always threw me off, and it still will probably throw me off. But that's okay. I at least fertilize them. Let's actually take a trip out here. I mean, this is a little early in some ways, but whatever. And yeah, because not all the spots are filled out, but that's okay. Cool. And then we'll go here. I know, of course, I did not pick up every flower last time, but it's kind of on purpose. This one. So of course, again, nothing's gonna happen. So next time, they should be ready. But hopefully also they'll actually be a little something more. And I'm curious about over here too, but I might as well actually have you-know-who with us. Yeah, it's so fascinating. But, my melody, that is. Yeah, it's pretty much like if I just want to go to these places and fertilize? At least that's what it's feeling like to be. This should take me though where I want. Yes, maybe. So good. With me not using the map. The broken chest still there. Yes. I did do it though. And then this. It is great, isn't it? I did not take a picture down in the water. Should have, could have, would have. But if I tried to catch him, it would have flown away. Let's go. The dogs. Again, the weirdest quest. Does not make any sense whatsoever. Because then we're just gonna get it right back. It's like you didn't get him at all. And then, again, the weirdest thing. I mean, I don't have any because I put them all in the collection, right? But it's all weird. Just like the knoll. I'd like you to find, and then very carefully we wait. We're just gonna ask you to collect that, and that should be okay. But yeah, it just... every time I try to figure out the pattern, and I never do. But starting to understand other things. Because it's like with this, I don't really need to be in here to do this. This is kind of a dead day. And it's mostly just, oh, fertilize. I'm really trying to get all those to be hybrids. Or at least a bit more to be. Let's water this one. And then... there we go. Perfect, honestly. Now you may ask, where'd they go? They went all the way over there. What? That's wild. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. I was debating who to go to. Bye. Though I probably should still say hi. But bye all the same. Oh right, I need to make more. It's been a little bit. Then we're gonna go to Gemstone. Aw, they're hanging out together. I haven't seen them hang out together. And I forgot I need to make more too. I want the feathers. I think ever since she's been here. That's so sweet. I forgot that I gave the last 3 though last time. Thanks for inviting me. This is Sim at Life. Everything like this. Egg. Thanks. See you on my next vacation. Like, almost. And truly, when we look at visitors and we scroll down for Carl, one more. So, worth it just for that, at least for logging in today. But my bad for not having... I thought I had. Bye, buddy. Let's see. This should be available. Yes. Again, hate that it uses feathers. I will never understand. Even though we already have his hat and all, it's just because I'm trying to get more feathers. So, I mean, in the end, we do come out with feathers. Don't get me wrong. But... still kind of sucks. 7? Anyways. Okay. Just investigating. And of course, yours is very expensive. I think I'm gonna use those. So, I mean, I haven't made any in a very long time, so... can make 50. Let's do it. Everything's so expensive. Then we also get thread back. We got 11. It's all just a hot mess of confusion. I'm gonna actually be here. How many can we make here? Can't do the same thing. I mean, I have not worked towards his really at all. To be fair. I know others can give fabric for it to us, but it's so hard. I haven't even done this hot garbage because of the iron. Let's be real. It always boils down to the iron. I mean, better than nothing, don't get me wrong. Then that means we might as well go over here. And I know we were out there and we have to go back there to make the beautiful drinks, but it's okay. I'm not pressed. And then we'll get the trash because it's already been maxed and I have kept on forgetting to come here to collect it. Just to still keep that going. We can still travel. Honestly, I guess minus going back to the area up here. Yeah, we're yeah, our areas we're pretty much set. So let's do it. Awesome. Back to it, and then I'll swap again. Friends. So I'm gonna dismiss. Uh-oh. There you go. And then right here. That's so funny to me every time. I need to make more. At some point. And then could have, but I've just been hoarding the ore, I guess, at this point because of what else has transpired and learned. But get you. And then we are done, correct? Yes. Okay. Just making extra sure. I don't remember these things. It's too much to remember. So speaking of remembering, I did forget one person. One maybe important person. Oh my gosh, it takes 5 for the steamy bucket? Really, dudes? I might as well then get more. You know? Not too many more. Like literally when I say more, I mean like get 2 of the steamy buckets just for the sake of it. But there's still one other thing. Oh, yes. That I need from that particular collection. But not too much more to do for today. Whoa! That sounded so weird. But sky, Y wings, okay, great. And then orange swim trunks. Of course you did. Let's see. For the orange. What are these? Okay, yeah, those are just trousers. Wings, trunks. Here we go. Oh gosh. Pirate? Did I mess that up? It's so hard to keep track. We know my track record. Okay, yeah, did that already. I'm trying to see them. Peanut butter? We look like peanut butter. I mean, I kind of saw it, but I don't. Because I hate going back. That's my problem. I hate hitting back because it doesn't put me there. I have to scroll all the way back down. Okay, thank you. It's just not worth it. Okay. But then... how do we want to do this? Screw it, let's just go. We don't have anything to do here besides this, because I don't really care about the other stuff. It can wait, especially since it's going to take some time anyways. So, not a huge deal, but we just want this stuff, and I should probably actually then recall her again, just for the sake of it. Let's go 148. We won't do it yet. I have no idea where she came from. She came from the shadows. It's great. And with the box. Which meant that box. Heck yes, though. Oh, bam. We're out of here. Two. Of course. Look at this. Ignore it all. Pilots. And there we go. Again, I know fertilizing would probably be the best thing to do, but it's okay. in one of the boxes. Wow, it looks like a lot, but it's actually not. Oops. Sorry. Had the idea of going back. But we're just gonna open him here. Can you imagine if he just gave it to us? That'd be amazing. It's just tragic. I just hope it isn't gonna be when we get another that's just duplicates. I don't want duplicates, really. The dream. So hard with you. That was pathetic. But last but not least. Damn. Okay. Fair enough. That one was just bothering me. We'll go. We'll leave. Back to here, because I think then that takes care of all of that. But of course, we got tab here to open it here, which again makes 0 sense to me. And we get 5 today, which is interesting. I understand that it's swapping, but it still feels bad. But let's get going on these. I'm just gonna go ahead and just go in order at this point, even though I would have gone to the next most expensive thing. At least that's how I like to do it, but this is fine. Okay, that's 5. We'll just do it. Cone is 1. Brick half wall is 1. So let's just get a cone. You didn't want to help us out at all, buddy. I guess not. So let me just go. Even though we're not, again, entirely done. And I like to stand here. So there we go. Scholastic celebration. We're filling them out. But yeah, there's still all of that left. And then, of course, anything else that's going to be for the second half of the event, if you will. I know I didn't scroll all the way, but it's all good. Wait, that was it? That was it. I thought I still had something steamy. Wow. Ah, feels good to finally get that done. Oh, it was so bothersome to not see it, but now the real task at hand. Oh boy, because some of it has shown up, but then hasn't shown up again. Tragic. But again, this is kind of what the daily rewards are all about, in the sense of the items that we would get, so that would fill out the ones that are still missing for the Scholastic. But still very curious about them too, because, well, I feel like there's supposed to be a cutscene supposed to happen, but hasn't happened, or a quest of sorts. I don't know. It's very weird. I don't get it. But what I do get, though, is I will dismiss them. Sorry, but we gotta change our fit once again. So I know we weren't this too long, but hopefully still it has been fun to see the colors. But I think also at this point I'm nearing the end of the customization, if you will, for our color palette, even though they gifted us the color palette, which again still confuses me because I've gotten it before somehow, some way, somewhere, and I didn't think it was part of anything else. But who knows, me and my memory are, yeah, you know how it goes. But let me see here. So yeah, according to my list, we actually only have 2 more left, if I did everything correctly, which is neither here nor there. But this is supposed to be our next color combination, so that's fun. And then let's switch this up. I think it stands out a little bit more than what I would want it to, so let's go with that. I'm trying to look at the top here, so I guess we would go back to this one, and then as or a monocle, which this whole layout is tripping me out. I feel like these weren't on the same page. I feel like I had to scroll down. What do I know? Or I guess I could go to the glasses again. Which ones though? Go with pink. Not this pink. These are not the same, but they look very similar. But no, we'll rock those. And then I honestly want to go with blue. To kind of balance it out a little bit. So we'll rock this. And then we'll hopefully have a bit more to do for next time. I mean, we might, in some ways, depending on how the flowers go, or we'll just live with the flowers and that's that. But, of course, we also had Carl today, which was very nice, very sweet, I would say. And while I guess... yeah, that's happened before. You know what? Whatever. Starfall is starfall. More importantly, traveling in 1 day. So that's a big thing. And again, it depends on who, but Espresso is for sure one that I would really love to say hello to, as well as Hidea. I would love to as well, to just get things going, and hopefully the next step, I guess you could say, would be closer to the friendship that I hope to have, as well as, of course, Puku here, which, of course, not at the moment flying in, but hey, we're progressing with Ritsuko's friends, and I think, honestly, minus Wish Me Mel's, Ritsuko's friends have been probably the most interesting in the sense of talking about what more is there out in the world, which is very intriguing. Second, I would say would be Cinnamon Roll. Well, because Cinnamon Roll has so many, as we've also seen, but still, just thinking about it in that way is very interesting. Also, what has been very interesting is, again, how we've had a tab here for the stuff, and yet the stuff still never quite adds up now, does it? It never does, but, you know, we'll keep on trying to collect the boxes for the erasers, and then the erasers will appear back in the other list, and that is that. But I do wonder too if there's going to be anything more with this event, with, again, a kind of cutscene of sorts or something more, because he does have an outfit, but he can't access it yet because we haven't had a cutscene, because mostly have the outfits appear. But I also am still a little bit disappointed on how this event has gone, because again, I thought it was gonna be with someone else, but I figured maybe there's still hope that could be involved in some way, but that just means the internet lied. Don't trust the internet, but do trust that the next time when we jump into Hello Kitty Island Adventure, we will have an adventurous time? A adventurous time? Probably an. English is so fun. But with whoever's visiting, maybe asking, maybe questing, and most importantly, once those flowers form, will there be more spots? Or will that be our only spot? Because again, that would be very, very bad, very sad. But what in turn will Nina have to say? And of course, when we change to our possible, air quotes, final color palette, will it be all that we have dreamed? Or will it be a miss? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Which, of course, as I remembered for this time, it'll just be right after this one. So stick around, because it's starting now. Okay, and just like that again, we are back with another recording, and this will be the final recording in the set of 3 days that I have been. So let's go in and of course see what we have for the 3rd day here in a row, actually. And as I've been editing videos, I've just seeing the turmoil over gathering items, it's almost as though there is a pattern that just doesn't make sense. That's what I've come to the conclusion of. But it's all good. And here we are with Espresso, Hidea, and the grandpa. But yeah, you're gonna hold on to that. Again, I don't know how long she's gonna hold on to all of that because, well, it will be snowing later. But yeah, it's a little confusing, I gotta say. But let's go ahead and see. Okay, and I figured it was gonna be something like this. So that's really strange. It's like if I skip a day, I'm better off, honestly. A little bit, it feels like. I mean, just to see the total do what it does. But what do I know? I don't know anything in this game. But what I do know is the one thing I know. And we gotta get 2 fiery tunes. We gotta craft one, which is unfortunate a little bit, but that's okay. But then we gotta craft the mountain soundtrack, and then we gotta take a picture with Espresso. That is easy enough. But yeah, I don't really know what to do about some things right now with the flowers. I'll go ahead and go through the process of watering them, considering we also have snow, so it's not like rain's gonna mess anything up, am I right? But yeah, I'm a little at a turmoil when it comes to them, but maybe not too much of a turmoil because, of course, there are some flowers that maybe will be in bloom, maybe not, but I'm gonna do my best to take care of what's here, and of course, we will go from there, and that's fine because that's all we got, that's all we can do, and I will attempt to do it. Okay, you are here out there, but you are down here, over here, yes. I know where they are, I can see their icon as well, but I don't trust that icon sometimes, sometimes it's not there. But let's go ahead and this was a very sad photo indeed, but maybe this will work. Yeah? And there we go, 5th star. I came to this island looking for inspiration for my artistic masterpiece. So by the way, I thought you might like this. Yes. And then I feel totally at home thanks to you. Yes, please stay forever. Wonderful permanent vacation. And of course, just ask. And now the quest is technically available, but I will not be doing it today. So Friends from Cafe Cinnamon Part 2 will be for next time. But that's what I wanted to have, and that's why I was actually logging in for the purpose of the characters specifically, because since I knew they were coming by, which speaking of coming by, oh my gosh, I'm coming by with the wrong balloons. I wanted to make sure that they were gonna be here, and thank goodness they were here, so that made things really easy, even though, oh my gosh, these characters felt like they took forever. Can we all remember when the first time I made that cabin just to make it, and I was just like, I'm just making it. Let's go with the sky balloons. Yeah, I do, though. Maybe because I looked back at, you know, the videos and all that fun stuff when editing them, but really it's wild to also think back and how far we've come. But I feel like leaving some of these nowadays. I don't really feel like going after them, not just because of the quest, but I don't have a strong pull to the flowers as much as I would maybe think I would. Maybe not. Maybe... Who am I kidding? Would I really even? But I do have a strong pull to the newer ones, and that's probably more important than some of these older ones to some degree. I mean, I'm sure there'll be a moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, I need those flowers. But what I do know is that these again are on their own interesting cycle. So let's go ahead and do this first, sorry, and then this. that is going multiple days in a row. I thought I was going insane, but I think I'm starting to pick up what the game is putting down, but still kind of sucks a little bit. Okay. This one, sorry. Always hitting the wrong button. But, how do I want to do this? Oh yeah, I don't think I ever crafted what he wanted. Just trying to think of who we should have, too, for this. It's all very difficult. Wrong button. But I'll get Choco Cat. And let me just confirm this. Okay, no, I do actually have everything. I forgot I did do it, but I thought I was missing one. I'm just getting all sorts of confused. Maybe... Well, I do know, technically. The fizzy ore is what I wanted to make because I'm running out. That... just gonna... that. Scroll back up. Awkwardly. Thank you. Okay, then right here. Yeah, so we've been collecting a whole lot and I haven't done anything about it, but here we are doing something about it. We're gonna just make 50 and then we'll have less, but you know, we'll keep collecting it as long as I ask the Nolan, don't forget. But we do actually want that in our life. For the fizzy crystal and the fizzy ore. Again, let alone fizzy ore actually does something. But there we go, fiery tunes. So, I mean, then once they're done, right? This is just me randomly going here. I guess I should go to the actual fun patch, right? That I have over here. I'm just gonna cheekily use this, and then we'll go... grab that. Not you. Oof. This one over here, right? I always forget the patches. It's not this one. But it's the... Oh my gosh, wrong buttons. I'm trying to not get confused, but I am. It really is this way, but up. And that's the part I always forget, that it's up. Not up here, but up this way, right over here. And yes, it did snow. So I guess, ta-da, surprise, this is where it snowed. Or surprising no one. But it did. Everyone else is kind of back there. I guess I'll just go do this. I mean, after all, these are kind of the more exciting in some ways. Still no extras yet, but that's okay. Or at least, well, as far as I can see, I could be totally mistaken. But I'm going to dismiss Choco Cat and instead have my melody here. And I'm just gonna go back the normal way. Just because... or normal, I mean fast. Because it just makes sense. And then of course you. Yay. Please give your hat at some point. Thank you so much. And then... Good. So I always try to remember who I actually have what for. It's good, I'm gonna get reset. Let's see. In your face! Didn't mean to. I'm trying to think what's best. I guess we'll just go back here. That makes sense, right? Cheese and crackers, awesome. And then we go here to the springs. That worked. Alright. And then we're gonna talk to you. Should be over here on the... yes. On the right. No! Sorry. I forgot. Oh, you are. I can't believe Ritsuko invited me on vacation. You think it means anything? Oh, by the way, you thought like this. Thank you so much. Sorry. Help him out today. See you. I almost... yeah, we just gotta have one more. Cinnablooms. Forgot. Startled me. I wasn't expecting to be right by the door because he hasn't been there before. So, sorry. Alright, so that was good. Progress in the right direction. I guess we'll just go here. Sure. I don't know why that sounds so funny. And then... surprise, surprise. Me also... just gonna do it. You know what? Why? Who cares? I don't need other homie to justify it. Though what I need to do now is... oh, sorry, I meant to hit this button. Was it actually him? I forget who they're for, actually, all the way through and through. I was hoping I could find it here. But no, they don't tell me. Okay, yeah. That's what I needed the recall, because I was like, am I right or am I overthinking this? And to be fair, I was actually still overthinking it, but I gotta go back here in the ways of the water to go return, and of course, give it to you. Which I forgot. There you go. And then... I think then that's everybody. Except, of course, our final one here, but everyone else is good. I think I'm gonna wait. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna do it. Part of me is like, no, you gotta collect. And I mean, I do. 150, but... I can't believe something's not even on the sign. There we go. What? But... I just don't feel like doing it, even though I know some of them might... It's like I do and I don't. Because even still, since technically making some things is a little messed up, I'm a little worried of actually making some things. No, not that it matters, but there is one thing I should probably attempt to make because I think we have enough at this point. Hopefully that was right. Good enough. There we go, up in the air. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess we might as well go over there and do that because, well... we've had enough, right? I water these. Okay, yeah, they can be collected fine. I won't go out of my way to go everywhere. How about that? I'll just focus on the main ones that are close by. That makes sense, right? Those two. Or more than two. And then... actually... yes. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. for the first time. There we go. It's so fascinating still. And then right, this takes thread. I forgot about that. Let's do this one. For the anemone. Okay. And then also the other here. Okay, I was curious. Interesting. I guess we'll do this one. It's cute. I don't know how much I really like it. And then we gotta get the blue. And that should be good. And then, well, the other will have to wait a bit, right? I forget sometimes too which ones I've done and which ones I haven't, but it's okay. Just go down, I guess. I don't know what the max of these are. Maybe I can get him again though. Instead. Fine. I'll do it. There. So yeah, all these are all thrown off because of what I've done, but that's okay. That is not watering. A little bit here and there. Such is life. Curious on why that one spawned there, but okay. The yellow. But it's fine. And then these are all thrown off, but that's okay. We'll do this very carefully. And then we'll grab that. We'll just take the detour over here. Sure, why not? And then we gotta go... Hello. Up. In the coldest of places. Yeah, some of these are also sprouted. But alright. Finally, I guess. In some ways. Or more. Maybe not. It's not quite what I really wanted at spawn, of course, but... that's, I guess, okay. I mean... not really forcing it or anything, right? Let's go here, and then right over here. Ooh. We can collect them. Okay. Well, that was that. And then, oh. Quest discovered. So there's a part 2 for the extreme Philia flora. Alright, well again, that will be for next time as well. I kind of had a feeling that's what it was gonna be, but also very curious about the just one spot. I don't know about it. I hope that things can change. Also, considering we were told that we can't take it anywhere else. So I'm kind of like, what's happening here? Right? Because then how are you supposed to do anything else? According to all the constraints and requirements and such. I don't know. I'm a little confused. The wording is something to behold. But what is also to behold is, of course, the extra little bit here that, of course, I like to do. Hello. And that is... do the usual. Well, that makes it really easy now, doesn't it? If the cinnamon roll isn't zooming around. Yeah. Oh, it's the detective. I didn't even think about it, but yeah, we'll get it. I was curious. I was like, what hat is that again? Yellow. Okay. All the yellow, all the time. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's fine. So then we'll go over here. Okay, the plant is back. Could get the event stand itself. We could also invest in the steamy rock stand, which is actually what I was thinking the price of the other one was going to be, the steam bucket. I don't actually remember what it's called, but the water bucket for the... Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get it. Okay, buddy, you really could have, though. Like, there was nothing stopping you. Exactly. Exactly. We need that kind of energy still. I'm gonna go ahead and get just a little bit more of that, just in case. And then how much is this gonna be? Oh, thank goodness. That's like really like, yeah, send it. Again, places to put things on. That's the goal. So tropical. So tropical. All right. And then I gotta open it because I didn't. The amount we've been getting is hit or miss, I must say. But 8 is the winner today. Okay. 5 was last time. So again, I just said I was just gonna go in order. So lo and behold, the next one was going to be expensive. Wait, how much is this one? 3? Okay, both are 3. So that takes care of those. And then we'll get this. And then we'll also leave it at that. Because, yep, I'd rather hold on to it. So we're getting through them. Not too much more. If I keep going in, it's fine. But again, I'm not really too, like, I gotta get these items. Just personally. But glad he kind of, sort of, helped us today. It's fine that he didn't fully help us in the best of ways. But, that's okay. Because let's find out what we have in the capsules. And basically we'll be wrapping up. And again, next time is when we get to adventure and explore with the quests, which... I gotta say, cinnamon rolls is probably the most exciting in some ways, because I kind of want to know where the story goes. And of course, then from there, we have the flowers, which I'm probably even more excited about, just in case if there's an opportunity to get more areas out there, or I guess somewhere else, you know? Always that wonder, the lure. And we'll open this one. Okay. Cool stuff. No. Character hat. No. Character hat. Oh. I mean, we got like the better payout, but unfortunately no character hat. So, alas, I will change now. That's kind of what I was waiting for, if I remember correctly, which sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But speaking of remembering and correctly, if I'm remembering the last thing that I saw, this is it. So 1, 2, ta-da! But again, I technically have been this one, maybe in a past time. You know, there's always the past times, but we're just gonna have it again, and I will officially mark it later. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that cut. Sorry. Stuff was going on. But what I was gonna say is then we'll just switch it up by switching to these shades, you know, right? And we still have the blue. And honestly, I'm more than happy to still rocking the blue. Though I guess I could switch it with the outfit to some degree. Because of course we can do that. And then in turn we can do that. So just switch it up all the way like that. And that's fun. And again, that means I have officially, air quotes, have gone through all of the color palettes minus the one that they gifted. Sorry, I had to do that again. Sorry about the cut. But I was saying is that, but I could switch it again to it, the one that we got. But again, I don't even understand why we even got it here like this, and I'm surprised it's even still here. Could have disappeared. Again, I do find it interesting too how the mail has disappeared every time. Not that it needs to stay in our inbox necessarily, but again, way back when we first started, the most important one is no longer there, so very curious. But all the same, what's curious is I don't really understand what this palette was supposed to be. And I don't even remember how I got it, when I had it, other than, you know... Who am I kidding? I don't know. But it was back in the days when we had the cherry blossom scene, if you will, when we were in the intro, the title scene of the game. But here we go. Hats, we're getting there. Every step of the way. And then also for tops, of course, too, you know, just missing the one. But we got plenty more to go, as I was mentioning, but hey, we're cruising. And then, of course, for flowers, there we go. Dun, 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 dun. And then for trinkets, again, working towards those. But again, we have to also make them in the tall form, and I'm just like, oh, man, so much. But yeah, what was it again? Yeah, it's that top, but what's the difference between the other top? Not those, obviously. But I just never... But I swear I have. I think that's wrong, because I've gotten the florally, and I've oh, am I kidding? I don't know what the bottoms would be, but that's weird. And for back accessories? Huh. That's don't count, and full body is doesn't, just pretend that doesn't exist. We go over here though, and ta-da, espresso, 28 out of 49. Very, very exciting. Which, speaking of, whoops, I almost forgot. Oh my gosh, I did forget. There we go. I'll leave the rubber there, that's fine. Also gotta still talk to the knoll, right? But I forgot to almost talk to Grandpa. Ah! I mean, I basically did. Upstairs, downstairs. Downstairs it is. I just... no memory. Oh yeah, you have all the friends. And of course you have one of the chores. I didn't read it because I thought it was just the usual, but I feel good about that one. Gonna head out. See ya. I almost do. Anyways, what I do have in my soul to not scream internally about just stay, come on. But with that does take care of everyone that I care to speak with. So lucky us. Again, this is why I was playing for the days, but that does leave one, so hopefully she'll be here tomorrow. But there we have it for my Melody's grandpa. So again, just one more. Just one. And then, as of course, for when Carl ever wants to come by, also just one. But sorry, I don't know why I was holding up almost two, but maybe like I was thinking like two of them, that is both of them need it, but no, he also needs just the one, and he'll come by whenever. But then idea is technically the one also just one away, so that's why again I logged in, hoped for the best, and well, at least this time it worked out. But that's mostly to get other story quests filled out, and I am very curious about Retsuko's, so I'm really hoping that he'll give us something juicy, as it were. But as for whatever else is juicy here, with these little cuties back behind us, we'll certainly find out. Also, speaking of what also is juicy, is the fact that there are now 2 blossoms, at least, in the wings. Again, I don't know where they come up. I mean, obviously we still get them, sure, but what I mean by that is, does it matter or doesn't it matter? That is, like, where is it in the list, or is it just gonna be some random other time? Which, again, is truly unfortunate, but I'm down to wait as well. Also, again, with the color palettes being the final one, and I know these 3 days have been pretty quick with them, but let's be real, some of these are just repeats or swapped palettes, which makes it even more confusing in some ways. So that's why I'm like, did I do this? Uh-oh. But either case, we'll be rocking one from times past, I would say, in due time again as our standard one. I think it would be one that I first selected way back when. In a matter of speaking, that when I was even going through them, I was like, which one actually is my favorite? And there are two that I really, really like, but one I want to throw it back to as a callback to, of course, calico color patterns, if you will. So if you ever seen a calico cat, then you know. But when that time comes, what next will be our beautiful outfits overall, and of course with the quest waiting in the wings. How long are they actually going to be, given that we are in part 2 of both? And most importantly, who will be here to visit us once again? I guess only time will tell, but that will be next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, once again, my name is Lisa, but I can go by Lister Lise, and I hope you have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.